Let's go ahead and get this started. We have both players ready. We'll count them down for game number 1 between Sidnev and Ramations in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players playing about 15 rows up. Oh no! And Ramations is going to top out first. It's going to be Sidnev.
Yeah, you gotta get up early.
This dirty Tetris for Ramations. 503 will be his transition. Oh, but he's going to hang a piece and needs a bar now and will not get the bar. This is trouble. Oh, gets another one over. It clears nothing, King. Oh, and he's done at 101. There we go.
It is Division 1A, yes.
It is 1A, and we are ready to go. Let's get started between Blue Scuti and iBall. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And here we go on the left. Currently 2-0 on the season with 14 points in the division. He has a PB of 12,409,000. It is Blue Scuti. And on the right, from Canada, also 14 points, but 2-1 match record with a PB of 3,600,000. It is iBall. And out of the 4 matches tonight, all 4 of them have a total combined PB of 12 million or higher. And in 2 cases, one of the individual players has a PB of 12 million. So a lot of big scoring players playing tonight.
Oh yeah, no, big time matches that we're going to be seeing tonight, and I'm excited. As mentioned, I mean, this one's a powerhouse match in Division 1A. Miles and Trista both are ruling the roost here, but Scuti's got a lot of matches still to play too. Scuti 2-0, as you mentioned, 6-0 game record right now. He is undefeated. No one's beaten him in a game, but this is certainly a player that can do that. iBall 2-1 on the season, looking to try to surpass it. Both players even with 14 points as we are now midway through.
Yep. And Scuti starting off strong here, 140, playing 119 in the early going. And major difference from last game is both players with clean stacks. iBall getting a little high, but gets a long bar over for the Tetris. And it is exactly 1 Tetris lead for Blue Scuti, and he's 4 lines ahead, so there's some next for you. Another Tetris for iBall.
Oh, you gotta love some necks, right, Ronk? Everyone loves
the necks, yes. Blue Scuti's grandpa saying unsurprisingly in chat, "Let's go Scuti." Magic Chaos saying, "Let's go iBall." So fans of both players. That's kind of like the one cool thing about the community. It seems like everybody's got their own fan base.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the great thing about the esport community, especially in Classic Tetris, that everybody has a fan, and people are rooting for you at all times, and that's going to push you as a player to try to do your best for the people that are rooting you, and you don't want to let them down either. But certainly, a spotlight is put upon these players, and we're trying to build characters as we talk about Roncli, and there's a number of different events that help do that as far as showcase people and in all competitive play. But certainly CTL is the one where so many matches get played in the season at high stakes, and really shows the endurance test of why people like to watch it.
Yeah. And right now, these paces are pretty hot. 350 for Scuti, 328 for iBall. iBall with a little bit. Ooh, that J did not make it all the way over to the left. It was just 1 column shy of where it wanted to go. Doesn't fall for the Phantom Burn there. Interesting play on that T. And it works out very nicely. Gonna open up that left side. It's just gonna burn this down. And we'll finally get a bar, and iBall will open up that right side. But the damage is done. 3.5 Tetris lead for Blue Scuti. As we are back to scoring. Scuti looks like to be threatening a 650 this time around. Oh, apparently it was Basement Battles. I misremembered who it was. It was Bug versus the artist formerly known as Sky, now known as Hecate. Tetris for both players. So we are approaching that 100-line turn. Band Dweller today on CTM called it the Joey Parker turn. And I kind of like got this warm feeling in my heart. It's like he finally accepts it. Oh, did we not do gambling? No, we do not have the gambling up. That's unfortunate. 558 for Scuti, 500,000 for iBall. iBall with a hole in the stack. Was going to be able to get a Tetris to get some relief. Next Tetris will, or next long bar rather, will only be a triple. Gets the double tuck of the J. And unfortunately, those long bars are not being used to go down the right side. They are being used to fill in some problems in the stack. Another hole shown up for eyeballs. We see that drought counter forming. We'll get that bar over for the triple, and now we'll be playing one row up through transition, which is right here. 2 lines away, now 1 line. There's the bar. Bang Tetris. He'll go in at 562. Scuti 7 lines away. Needs a bar here. It's just going to take the triple. Not going to be the hero. Look at the Tetris. 657 is the transition for Blue Scuti. And another Tetris. And it's grown this lead. Pace lead is probably over 6 digits at this point. Another Tetris for Scuti, just entering level 20 at 731. Eyeballs at 641 on level 21. So this line difference playing a little bit of a factor. Long bar dependency for Scuti gets filled in pretty quickly, so only a few burns required there. And we'll score that Tetris, 786. Eyeball just about at 700,000. There it is. We'll score the Tetris. Scuti with another Tetris, 815 into level 22. Very strong game here. Tetris for Eyeball. There's a Tetris for Scuti. Love this 19 play, clean boards. Looks to be very high scoring. Even Eyeball, who's behind by around 100,000 points, is at 815 on 24. Easy max out pace.
Easy max out pace indeed,
I'd
bro.
say, yeah. Another Tetris, 847. But Scuti's thinking about getting it going into 25. A little bit of a drought here is going to slow down those thoughts, but we'll get that bar over for the Tetris. 966 and 997 after that Tetris. Just needs a couple more lines, but it's probably looking to do it with a Tetris. And there it is, the max out for Scuti, 1,029,000 on level 25. We'll get another Tetris. It is a 108,000 point lead for Scuti. We're approaching the level 29 kill screen, as it formerly was called.
Yeah, more like the thrill screen these days. So it's certainly going to be an exciting game number 1. I think game number 1 here is actually lasting longer than the Sydney Formations match.
The entire match, yeah. Eyeball with another hole in the stack, but is trying to keep clean. Gets a Tetris. Goes to 1,056,000. Scuti at 1,134,000. Looking for a bar. There it is. Another Tetris. Has 3 more available. There's the C, 1,200,000. Eyeball into the kill screen at 1,081,000. So a lot of work to do for the Canadian.
Yeah, and that's what I'm telling you about 3 1/4 Tetris difference in favor of Scuti. Hasn't even gotten to 29 yet.
Oh, the misdrop there for Eyeball. Needs a bar. Is not going to get the bar, and is not going to get anything over. So Eyeball's going to top out at 1,092,000. Scuti will take game number 1.
Well done by Blue Scooter here. Very well done. That was a tremendous game. A strong transition. 19 play, flourishing. Get that 25 max out. Certainly a huge achievement.
And there's a ready from Eyeball. So let's go ahead and get them started with game number 2. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
The blue S and the square start us off here, Ronk. So yeah, excellent game number 1. No offense to that first matchup we saw, but that one I think really got us now into the part where this is CTL Prime Time, hosted by your man Roncli, and it is the king of the Restreams, hanging out with him tonight, and still got a couple of other bangers left to go. Start time might have to vary though, Ron, because I was getting so I was kind of silent for a little while. We're getting kind of word that schedule might have to change a little bit, or hopefully this match can go to a decider.
That would be nice.
Our next matchup may have to be delayed quite a bit.
Also, as we heard Dog saying that he may be a little late as well, and with us running a little ahead of schedule, we might have a bit of a break. Ooh, bit of a hang there for iBall. iBall did not want to learn from the first matchup from today. He's gonna get this down. And despite all the scares that happened, it is only a half Tetris lead for Blue Scuti. 140 to 128. And we are back to normal height.
Yeah, we did see iBall there and struggle that in the beginning, but I'm sure Jasmine feeling a lot better with that astronaut ice cream that iBall was able to complete the center of its in order to fix the stack. That was very nice.
Yes. That's not the first center well Vitz we've seen tonight either.
No. Nor will it be the last, I have a feeling.
We have 7-Page Wilson joining with a few Raiders. Welcome in. Or 7-Page, certainly one of the up-and-coming restreamers around here. Definitely have enjoyed watching a few of his casts.
Yeah. No, it's always good to have new blood here. Him and the Adam Irishes of the world are helping to make the leagues go round and round and getting matches done.
Absolutely.
Can't carry it all on your back there, Ron.
Yeah, and then there's Martz. Hi, Martz.
Oh, of course.
Welcome in.
Oh, Monsieur Roncli. Oh.
We have 257 for Scuti, 244 for iBall. iBall has been having to take some burns every now and again to keep this board under control, but these pieces are just not letting him do what he wants.
Yeah, that's the plight of a skilled player, right? You try to get that perfect fit of a piece, and the way that you're laying out that board, you want ideally, what they teach you in Tetris 101 is that you got to have a place for every piece, no matter what comes in the piece sequence. But for these type of players, they are going to try to optimize for scoring more so, and the stack health is certainly high on the order there, but at the same token, it's like,
oh, man,
how often do we see burning not happen as much as it should?
Yeah, we just saw a 32-piece drought happen for iBall, and this has caused a lot of trouble. Scuti seems to be handling it just fine, and Scuti will get that long bar over to the right side for the Tetris. iBall will open up the right side. Excellent dig from iBall, will score the Tetris. Finds himself down by about 2 Tetrises and ahead in lines again.
Yeah, and again, that kind of constitutes what we were just talking about with the stacking and the choice of burning and not to burn, trying to optimize for high score potentials because of the level of skill these players have, and how you're playing a Blue Scuti, he's going to play aggressive, and you want to try to keep pace with him as much as possible and not try to fall too far behind going into transitions where it becomes a lot more difficult to try to chase him if he's on his game.
Yes. So we have a very short drought there for Scuti. Gets the long bar and is ahead 410 to 387 as we're on 4 lines of either side of the turn, and Scuti will Tetris into the turn there. 432. iBall at 414. Not quite the blazing pace that we had from game 1, but still very impressive.
And to talk about this matchup here as these players continue to race on before we get to that 19 transition, as mentioned, this is a big game. We're about halfway through the season. Scuti a little behind the pace on the matches played, but he'll start ramping it up this week. He's only got 2 in the books. This will be his 3rd one now. He's 6-0, undefeated so far. So, the one game he's got right now makes him 7-0. iBall sitting at 2-1 with a 7-4 match record. Both are tied in points in the season right now, so someone's going to pass that. And Scuti's remaining matches here. Ronc, for the rest of the season, after he plays our friend here, iBall, he has at Coster, Cole, Miles, Portal, and Tristop. So quite a stacked lineup to continue on with, while iBall still has Cole, Miles, Portal, and Tristop as well. So a lot of similar matchups still to come for both.
Some excellent matchups coming up, too. We had a 508 transition for iBall. Scuti going to transition right now at 576. So big lead at the transition for Scuti. And again, we have that situation where iBall is well ahead in lines. So this lead is even bigger than it looks.
And you can see right now he's trying to get aggressive. He's going with that center well up row here. He'll get it, and then he will be able to transfer the well. Nicely done by iBall, staying composed here.
Very nice. It's a tuck as well. Getting those tucks at this high of a speed is not as easy as they make it look. Gets the bar over for the Tetris. But Scuti will answer back as well. Scuti 9 lines back with a 53,000 point lead. We'll get another Tetris. I don't think we'll see a 25 max again, but it's certainly looking like it's going to be a bit early for Scuti yet again.
Yeah, and certainly we are seeing a much closer game right here. You can see about a Tetris and change the difference between the two, and just the bar timing right now not ideal for iBall. Finally the bar will come. Scuti's about quite a ways behind with the iBall burning, and you see a lot of screen checking going on for iBall, trying to see like where is Scuti at and how much more aggressive does he have to be.
Yeah, the players, of course, on Nestor's Champs, they have access to that real-time information. They don't have to wait for us to give score updates. We'll do it anyway. 785 for iBall, 777 for Scuti. You can see iBall had the real-time lead for a very short moment there, as Scuti had to do some burns, but now it's iBall's turn to get out of trouble. We'll do just that. It's getting some really good pieces here, too. Very helpful for the board, but it's having to take the burns as we have another drought coming. Oh, this one could be trouble. Finally, iBall will get the bar for the Tetris. I'm not sure where Scuti is in the sequence, but
yeah, he's way behind. He won't be seeing that drought surface until he gets to 26.
It's another drought. There is another one. And iBall will survive it with back-to-back Tetrises. 918 into the lead. Scuti at 913, but the 18-line difference favors Blue Scuti here. Tetris for both players. iBall enters 28. We'll get another Tetris, one away from the max out.
Yeah, right now plan for iBall is to just prepare for a 29 play, and this is where Roncli, you got to try to see if you can outlast Scuti, even though he's going to start pouring on points. You have to just try to stay alive for a while and take the opportunities when they come.
1,026,000 for iBall into 29. Scuti very likely going to be ahead of that once 29 hits. iBall on level 30 has the B with a 1.1. We'll score another Tetris to go to 1.14. And Scuti will transition at 1,098,000, so about a 70,000 point lead at the level 29 transition. Oh, Scuti's board, though, immediately running into some problems. Gonna have to hit that 5-tap, and does. He makes those look so effortless. iBall gets the right side open, is set up, needs a bar, but it doesn't come in time. Opens it back up. Where's the bar? Nice burn. Another drought. There's the bar for the Tetris. 1,213,000 for iBall. 1,164,000 for Scuti. Scuti needs a bar now, and we'll get it for the Tetris as iBall is burning this down. We are within 20,000 points.
Yeah, perfect awareness from iBall to know. Take the burns. Keep this board under control. Make sure that you stay alive.
Another
and now
Tetris.
He's built up another Tetris. My God. Oh, they're going back and forth here, Ronc. What a banger.
Oh, man. Oh, a bit of a misdrop there for iBall. Needs a bar here. We'll get the bar and stay alive. 1.3. Scuti on level 34 at 1.26. It's now a 60,000 point lead for iBall, but we're running out of time. We have a super kill screen coming at level 39, and that is only 30 lines away for iBall.
Huge points on the deck here, Ronk.
Bang, Tetris, 1,386,000. Scuti at 1,294,000. iBall left side is not filled out, and that's going to do it. 1,388,000. Scuti is in a chase down and needs D89. Let's see if he can do it, King.
Certainly has the runway.
He's got it all the way down. Gonna take a little bit of a sacrifice of the board. A little bit of sellout, but we'll open it back up for the Tetris and just needs a few more burns now. And he knows. He's got the awareness that he can just single and double his way to a Game 2 victory. One more line will do it, and there it is. Blue Scuti. It's up 2-0.
Well played game by both, man. My word. That one was really intense. And the sad here for iBall because he had to play aggressive, right? We're kind of talking about the survivability. You got to stay alive as long as you can on this 29-39 play because you never know what can happen, right? If Scuti kind of falters a little bit, which he did, you saw that early on in the 29 play. That gives iBall the chance. His aggression there really made it so that Scuti had to push through and continue on. iBall unfortunately couldn't get those pieces to the left side. One thing I did note here, Ronk, is that iBall kind of gave up a little bit too soon. There was a bar that did show very late though, but I think if he could have just tried to keep pushing everything over and wait for that one last bar, I think, you know, that chase down becomes a little bit more dramatic at the end.
We have readies for both players, so let's go ahead and get them started with game number 3. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both of our games so far coming down to 29 and beyond. We'll see if we get this for game number 3. And of course, like I said, a 1.3 score for iBall. Very strong. But Scuti was able to outlast him, and that's all it took to get him the win as iBall sets up that Vitz. And we'll convert a Tetris as well. So, very efficient
nice
start.
Yeah, very efficient start. They love to see it. And, you know, if you're going to start the game off with a Vitz, that makes a lot of people happy. You know, maybe we should have a... people asking for channel redemptions here, Roncli. Maybe we should try to come up with something when players do Vitzes here on the CTL channel. We should... you know, have some kind of reward given.
Yes.
You know, whether it's... I'll have to be creative here. I'll have to be creative.
You gonna come out with that nice Vitz t-shirt?
We should, right? I know you were mentioning before.
I am very much a fan. Dirty setup here for Scuti. There it is.
I'll still push for the I like big digs shirt, but, you know, it's a little controversial.
Another Tetris for Scuti. 118,99,000 for iBall. Colin likes Vitz. He's got an emote for it.
Oh, of course I do, Roncli. He doesn't like a Vitz.
Chat doesn't like Vitz, right?
Oh,
any Vitz fans in chat?
Ban the chat. Oof, it's terrible.
Scuti getting up pretty high here, but has a left dirty well set up. And he knows he's able to press us a little bit, but he's going to have to take the burn. Gets that 5-tap over for the dirty Tetris.
Wow. All I can say is wow.
He makes these 5-taps look so effortless. Like there's some players like, you know, Alex Thatch. He looks like he puts his whole body into a 5-tap. But like, there's players like Scuti that just, they look like they were born 5-tapping.
Yeah. No, certainly it's a skill set to have when you play this game, and being able to just have the fluidity to be able to do something like amazing like that. Because without that technique, this game is even harder than ever to play, right? So you need, in order to be considered one of the best in the world, you're going to have that as part of your repertoire. You cannot settle for, you know, just having a quick tap or, you know, a decent 4-tap to get pieces moved over. No, if you want to play with the best, you have to have that 5-tap down and the consistency with it as well.
Yeah. Tristop and chat saying that might not have that juicy matchup tonight. to see.
Yeah, no, Miles, he's a big star now, Ronk, so
Yeah.
he's in high demand, and he's been asked to do something very special tonight. So we may have to, depending on the outcome of this one, may have to take a extended break, and we'll come back when the guys are ready.
Yep, absolutely. We are flexible. So 283 for iBall, 234 for Scuti, who struggled for a little bit at the beginning, but has things back under control. He was playing up pretty high, was doing the left wells, all kinds of crazy plays to try to get this down, but resulted in burning away some of that pace. And right now, iBall he's taking control. See if he can hold on to it. Yeah, sure. Stop mentioning Simply. I believe I've seen Simply trying to get some games going, and I think his PB is like around 200k or something like that. But it's like everyone's got to start somewhere. You don't start playing Tetris and getting 1.4s like these players.
Correct. Yeah. Can't get a max out breaking a few bars, right? I mean, come on.
No kidding. Another Tetris for Scuti, who was catching up here on account of this dig from iBall. He's just not been able to get this board into a very comfortable situation. Let Z a perfect example. And now we have a drought. But he outlasts it. Can get that triple. He's going to finally bring that down. I think he was looking for that L for felt like half an hour.
Oh, I like that burn setup he has there. But the unfortunate placement, the way that board is right now, you can see he's not happy at all. Just had to take all those burns. And it's only really going to be, just 3 Tetris shy from Scuti, but it is blue Scuti. you can't be falling too far behind if you want to stay with this matchup.
True, but Scuti not transitioning all that high at 449. iBall can get somewhat close to that. It's going to get a Tetris go to 407 and still has one more to go. Needs a bar. There it is. Bang Tetris going to go to 431. So when it's all said and done, it's less than a Tetris lead for Scuti into the level 19 transition. There's the bar, another Tetris, and Scuti getting into trouble here.
Yeah, tables have turned here for iBall, now the one behind in the lines count, so able to try to maybe do the reverse psychology on Scuti.
The score real time is just about neck and neck. They're trading leads with every Tetris. But because there's a 13-line difference, iBall has more scoring potential before level 29 when it gets a little harder for these players to score. It's going to take the lead there, 561 to 551. Nice adjustment on the tee so that the long bar had room over on the left side. Scuti set up, ready to go. iBall also set up. They'll both get the bar. So it's just a very slight real-time lead for Scuti. About a 2 Tetris lead in pace for iBall.
Yeah, the one thing you can notice right now, Rock, is that both players are making sure that left side is getting built out, so that way they can avoid having to worry about trying to 5-tap to the left, where it's a lot easier to 5-tap to the right when needed. And really strong matchup yet again, both keeping it very close.
Scuti having to make some compromises here. But does get the bar over for the Tetris. Would really like to have an L here. There it is. That's a good burn for Scuti.
Asking ye shall received here, Ronk.
Indeed. 740 for iBall, 738 for Scuti. We are neck and neck halfway through these level 19 speeds. We're seeing drought counters on both sides of the board. iBall hanging a long bar there. With the left not very built out, this could be trouble. He's not going to wait to build out the left, just stuffs an L down there. We'll take another triple there. Oh, man. And finally, the long bar shows up at the right time. iBall will score the Tetris. And he's holding on to this pace lead. He's going to get another Tetris. Scuti will answer back. 842 for Scuti, 824 for iBall. We are getting really close to 29.
Yeah, and iBall's reactions are telling you, like, he knows the missed opportunity with all those bars that he could have had for scores. He had to use them to just try to maintain and stay alive.
Yeah, but you can't let your emotions get too out of control because we're about to hit level 29. And iBall is looking likely to have the lead at that point unless 28 goes a bit south. But he's got the lead right now and will have the lead into transition as Scuti transitions at 9:53. iBall already better than that and is threatening a max. Oh, he's been getting some bad pieces here. Opens up the right side. We'll see what he chooses to do because he's pretty high up on the board. Will get the bar for the Tetris. Both players with a max out. Scuti at 1,038,000. iBall at 1,011,000. Here we go. Another 29 showdown. Bang Tetris for iBall. If he can get this Tetris here, he will. He's got the lead. 580 points separating the players. Oh, man. This is a nail biter. Scuti can't get the long bar. And there it is. Bang Tetris. 1,041,000. iBall at 1,098,000. Needs something for the left here. Has to settle for square. Oh no, and the board is breaking down. He's going to top out just shy of the 1.1. And Scuti is going to take it in 3. Let's watch him play this one out.
Up right there for iBall, man. You could tell, again, you mentioned there the emotions are running high for him. He was keeping pace with Scuti throughout, had the lead change back and forth, but there was that given moment where he had that hang of the long bar you mentioned, Ron. That ended up stalling him so much because a bunch of bars start showing up and he can't use any of them for scoring, and that kind of deterred him from trying to keep a nice lead and having to force Scuti playing a little bit more aggressive. But you know, that's the breaks in classic Tetris. That sometimes it just doesn't work in your favor.
And Scuti here putting up another 1.4 in back-to-back games.
I mean, how do you play against that? Like, how do you play against that, Ronk?
He is just dialed in right now. There's the 1.5. Not, I mean, I say he's not going to get the rollover, but didn't get the bar in time. So 1,560,000 will be Scuti's final, and he's going to be your winner. He's a little sideways on this camera, but
well done.
He did pretty all right. GG's.
He did pretty all right, indeed. GG's.
He can get Tetris for Curi at 223, iBall at 278, Tetris for iBall 301, Tetris for Curi 246, iBall with 301, Curi 247, Tetris for Curi 270, iBall is getting Tetris and another 347. 90% Tetris rate is a high efficiency game from iBall. Oh, Curi misses the S-spin. Oh, and iBall going for some risky tuck setups. iBall going for a column 4 Tetris. Tetris is ready. Tetris for Curi at 296. iBall 347. Tetris for iBall at 370 and another 392. Tetris for Curi at 321. iBall 393. iBall is setting up. iBall is ready. Tetris for iBall at 418. Curi at 344. iBall is setting up. Oh, this is a bit of a messy board for both, for iBall particularly. Curi taking advantage of this to reduce the gap. iBall is Tetris ready. Tetris for Curi at 390. Tetris for iBall at 445. iBall is setting up. iBall at 447. Curi at 413. Tetris for iBall, Curi at 458 takes the lead. iBall gets a Tetris from column 4, 476. Curi having a bit of a mess to clean up. Hello, K9. Tetris rival going for a column 3. And Curi is trying to go for a Tetris, but the oh, not sure if that flip was intended. And that's gonna force Curi to keep digging. 469, transition coming soon. 470 current score for Curi, 13 lines to go. Tetris for iBall, 11 lines to go. Curi going for a very risky Tetris. Oh no, this is not looking good for Curi. Curi in a very dangerous situation with only 10 lines before transition. Bringing this stack down, Tetris ready steal. 475, blocks the well, gets the lumber, gets the Tetris. 2 lines left. iBall at 550, Curi transitioning at 500. iBall transition in the next Tetris. He's gonna go for a triple. Curi just laughing off this stack situation, but still alive, which is what matters. And not that far behind, only 2 Tetris behind iBall score-wise. Tetris for iBall transition at 578, Curi at 509. Curi is ready. Curi is waiting for a lumbar, waiting for the Tetris. Oh, there's the Tetris for Curi, and another one, 560. iBall at 602 gets a Tetris to 628. iBall is Tetris ready. Curi needing to clean up a little bit more. Lumbar dependency in column 3. And ooh, this is looking dangerous. Tetris for Curi. iBall is, I don't know, having something on his phone. 597. Ooh, a couple misdrops there. iBall, Curi holding on something on his phone, but so far he has to focus on the game. 625. Oh, the under shift for the J for Curi. Getting the lumbar over though, trying to clean up, but this is gonna give iBall a pretty strong lead already at 741 and getting another Tetris to 768. Tetris for Curi at 659. iBall at 768. iBall just running away here with a pretty strong lead. 797. Curi at 691. So over 100,000 points lead for iBall, and Curi is ahead in lines on top of that, on pretty much a full level. iBall gets a Tetris. Curi's Tetris ready. Curi waiting for the lumbar. Tetris for Curi at 722. iBall at 838. iBall is setting up. Oh, rough misses there on the J from Curi. Curi is cleaning up. Curi at 761. iBall at an 848. Curi trying to get back his current position. Tetris ready. Tetris for Curi at 798. iBall at 884. Tetris for iBall. iBall at 801, Curi at 916, Tetris for iBall at 949, about to max out. Spam, I don't know what's this. Hello Roman. What's that icon? What's that emoji? Anyway, 842 for Curi, getting a Tetris in 877 already level 28. iBall about to max out in the next Tetris. 991. Tetris for Curi, 912, trying to reduce the gap. iBall is setting up. Tetris ready. Curi trying to get his well open. Tetris ready. Tetris for iBall, 9,027 with the max out. I spend the Curi to help Curi, okay. Spend this fury to help out Curi. Lol, hello Stanslow and Roman. Tetris for iBall, both players in a high stack, and top out there for his iBall, couldn't get anything else in level 29. This is a chase down for Curi, 1,066 the score to get. 1,066. 1,018 can pretty much line this out. There's a Tetris and change away in score. Now a Tetris, now less than a Tetris. 1,030 needs 1,066, 1066 or 866 depending on score display. Oh, Lombard goes over this time around. That was a very scary hang. Million 44, 45, 46. It's million 66, so 20,000 points to go. Triple in... pretty much a triple. Oh, this is a scary again. This is getting scary. Oh my goodness, 58, 59. Oh no, the hangs. Needs to go for the ceiling burn. Gets it. Still burning. 62. Need something on the left now. 63, 64, 65. Not like this. Not like this. No. Not like this. Whoa. 120 points deficit. Oh no. Live eyeball reaction. Oh my goodness. What was that? 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Curi hydrating while he plays. That's some skill. 5 below to open for eyeball. And we are getting here. For game number 2. Rothing his dog. Oh no! Rough stack early on for Curi. This is looking dangerous. Curi burning this down. Eyeball at 45 in the lead. Curi at 9,000. Curi trying to clean up. Oh no, this is a very rough stack. Will Curi recover from this? Oh. Okay, still burning. Curi is still trying to get out of this at 53, 15,000. Not a Tetris even. A very early lead. Tetris for eyeball. Eyeball at 114. Curi trying to go for triple. He can't go for a Tetris. Oh, oh, this is looking pretty rough for Curi. Curi's Tetris is ready. Tetris for Curi. Curi now at 247. Eyeball at 115. Eyeball is ready. Curi is cleaning up. Average Curi Tetris. Oh my goodness. Tetris for eyeball. Eyeball at 163. Curi 52. Tetris for Curi. Curi at 76. Eyeball at 186. Tetris for eyeball. Eyeball at 209. Tetris for Curi. Double for Curi at 104. Currently recovering. Looks like Curi still handling his phone while playing. Curi is gonna get a Tetris. We got a double Lombard dependency. Oh my goodness, the stream has gone on for how long? I'll have the stream stats. But it's going for quite long. I was expecting a 2-hour stream, but we got pretty long games, especially the decider on the second match. And some technical issues. Oh, Curi. That looked intentional, looks like. 162 for Curi, 305 for eyeball, so Curi falling behind quite a bit. Tetris for eyeball. Eyeball at 352. Oh my goodness, this is looking good for Curi. Curi's clean up, but pretty unstable board to work with in the middle of a drought. Gets a Tetris though. 189. Eyeball with some board complications. Tetris for Curi. Curi is starting to reduce the gap. Eyeball Tetris ready for a column 3. Oh, goes for a double, tries to go for it, gets the Tetris. Then V saying, wait, those burns were actually nuts coming through from Curi. Oh, sorry, not true. Yeah, Curi did some very nice burn sequence. It's gonna put him in a comfortable position, hopefully soon. 269 the score for Curi. Curi going for a column 7 Tetris. Square, however, looking a bit nasty there. Curi trying to go for the ceiling burn. Oh, looks like that was miscalculated. You're in trouble. 269 the score for Curi. iBall at 454. Curi is clean up. Curi is now at 275. iBall at 255. Premier pollers who run purely off results will never see that. For real. I actually have to. I didn't get run a prediction. My apologies. If you want to run a prediction, any of the mods, please feel free to do so. It's already game number 2, so I don't know if it's fair to run a prediction this late. Sky in the mud. Yeah, Sky is gonna be my number 24. No, really. I haven't thought much of the results to like where to put anywhere. Curi is Tetris ready in column and level 19. Transition coming soon for iBall. 362 for Curi, getting Tetris 387. Tetris for iBall transition at 538. So Curi not playing a clean 19, hopefully, as iBall maintains the lead at 538. Tetris for Curi at 419. Curi need to get a tuck. Got the G tuck. 419 gets a Tetris to 445. iBall in the lead at 589. Curi is ready. Curi right now at 472. iBall at 642. Curi is ready. It's 501. iBall is getting a Tetris to 668, so the gap has reduced, although Curi is still pretty ahead in line, so lots of work to do here from Curi. Well, Curi gets his victory. Transition for Curi. Yeah, Curi right now is... Oh, not looking happy with that S placement, looks like. Or the lumbar placement, rather. Gets a Tetris to 595. So some recovery here, but not quite enough to offset the strong lead from iBall. iBall at 782. Curi 628. Tetris for iBall. iBall at 812. Curi at 628. Tetris for Curi. Curi at 659. Curi is Tetris ready. 659. Tetris for both. 845 for iBall. 690 for Curi. Curi right now at 800 and 723. iBall at 877, so a bit of a gap reduction as iBall is struggling here in level 25, trying to get back to a clean board. Curi is ready at 758, gets a Tetris to 792. iBall is clean at 885. Curi needing to clean up a little bit more. Tetris ready, not quite. Clean up. Tetris ready just now. 797. Tetris for iBall. Tetris for Curi. 3 Tetris separating them score-wise, but Curi is just 10 lines away from transitioning to level 29. Curi 831. iBall 986.